We're here and we are going to repurpose our video and our podcast content using Flowsend. If you're not using generative AI to repurpose your existing content into blog posts, tweets, Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts, even to script yourself new YouTube videos and you're really behind because everyone else is doing it and you might not even be noticing it because the AI these days is just that good. And you can achieve this by using tools such as Flowsend, where you can instantly unleash the potential of your audio and video content. You click on the sign up button, it sends you a button to verify your email, so let's verify that. Here we go, and then the very first thing we do is we browse for a file. So let's browse for a recent interview with the creator of Flowsend himself, Mr. Michael Katz, and we'll say the content type here is a podcast. And this will give us a episode description, titles, timestamps, topics, quotes, SEO keywords, LinkedIn, newsletter, blog posts. That is super cool. And what are our other choices? Okay, so we'll just choose a podcast and then project name, enter the name of your podcast. That way it can group them together and remember your preferences. That's pretty cool, right? And then I type this in. And now we can even import recent titles and descriptions to create more of what you normally create. That is even cooler. So there we go. That's the Marketer of the Day podcast. How many speakers? 2. And while we were doing all that, it does something that I love that software does, where it's doing work in the background while you're busy answering questions. So just in that time that we were figuring those things out, we're already 15% of the way there. Okay, now our upload is complete, 100%, green check mark, and we will click on Create Recording. Now your episode is being processed. Okay, now we've processed it, and let's identify the speakers. So we'll say speaker A is the host, and then speaker B is add speaker Michael Katz, and then we click over here to content and then generate content. Content's being generated, see what it gives us. Okay, done and done. So add your own examples for more personalized results. Titles, episode description. I guess let's see what it gives us before we start clicking buttons, right? So it gives us these titles. So he's $11.95 and it's saying like, well, it's guessing about like which episode number he might be. That's kind of funny and cool. And then episode description with resources, timestamps, topics, clips, and SEO keywords. So a lot of these are like repetitive prompts that I end up like grabbing and pasting in anyway, so this is helpful that it gives us these all in one place. Here's a newsletter, here's a blog post, and a Twitter thread. So we can even, if we wanted to create some other output, we could say new output. And let me just make one for fun. So create my own output, and let's call this like guest follow-up. And let's say like send an email thanking the guest for their excellent presentation. Give them the URL where they can promote. And then recap for me, or recap my top 3 favorite moments and lessons from the show. And let's be hard on it, not even give it an example, and see what that creates for us. So this is interesting, right? That you can basically create like 5 or 10 prompts, and when you give it a new podcast episode, because it's that type of content, it's for this specific podcast, it then just reuses those prompts on all those outputs. Very good. And then here we go. And here's the custom output, right? I hope this message finds you well. Here's the URL. Here's what I learned. And then we can talk to the output, right? So we can say, well, this is episode number 1195, and be sure that any choice includes the company name, which is Flowsend AI. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Like if you make a change to it and you want it to stay, you update the custom instructions. So maybe I can say, always give me 10 possible choices, drastically different, and SEO optimized. Be sure a few are very short and a few are longer. Cool, gives me 10 choices, and then we'll update the instructions. So very cool. So now in the future, whatever it outputs the titles, it will make sure to always include 10 choices and to include the company name. So that is very cool. Maybe if I go on the timestamps, I can say always give me at least 10 to 12 timestamps. There we go. Take custom instructions. And I know also that with Flowsend, there's also the value in the organization here, right? Because we have this marketer of the day project, and now instead of having a whole mess of all these different files that you might use for multiple podcasts, maybe podcast plus YouTube plus client folders, you can kind of organize these in these projects, and then we can, it also kind of connects to your RSS feed. That way it knows about your recent titles and descriptions, and we have all these outputs, including the custom guest follow-up that we created, and we can turn these off. So if we say like, well, I don't use Twitter as much, I'll turn that off. And then also project-wide details for who your target audience is, which is quite the time saver, because this way you don't have to say, well, I'll get this prompt plus this kind of context about my podcast. It all just saves it for you. A very cool tool. It's many of these tools that you might use, but all in one. If you're the kind of person that uses ChatGPT, Otter, Descript, Opus, Cast Magic, etc., this can be a lot more helpful for you because you don't have to connect multiple tools. If you don't use a tool, you don't have to remember, oh yeah, I forgot about the SEO keywords. Oh, I need to generate the YouTube tags. Oh, I need to generate the YouTube description. Oh, I need to generate the show notes. Oh, I need to create the phrases for the thumbnail titles. Now Flowsend can do it for you. That website is flowsend.ai, where you can unlock the full potential of your video and podcast recordings, transforming them into high-quality, repurposable content in minutes. Save time, expand your reach and audience, and grow your business and content with Flowsend. Come here, little buddy. Come here. So it's Robert and Leo saying that you should use Flowsend. Go ahead and do it right now.